Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. We are bringing you a little bit of an older one from Hobbymaster, of course, but it is a bit bigger. It is in 1/48 scale diecast. P-47 Thunderbolt. I like myself a jug. This isn't a livery we've sort of seen one before of, but I swear to you, it is a different aircraft. It is one from the 63rd Fighter Squadron, as you can see right there. We have ourselves Devastatin Deb here, and this was an aircraft flown by Captain John Fahringer. He would score 4 aerial victories in P-47s. Now, in March of 1945, this aircraft was flown by a different pilot, Major George Bostwick, who would actually shoot down a Messerschmitt 262 in it. But the following month, with Fahringer back in the cockpit himself, would bag a Messerschmitt 262 in April, making it his 4th and final aerial victory for the war. Just one short of being classified as an ace. But he would also damage a number of aircraft on the ground as well. He did spend a career spanning from 1941 until his retirement from active duty in 1970 in the United States Air Force. He would pass away in 1999, aged 81. All right, let's have a little look at this aircraft. As you bang, right there, look at that colour scheme. As you no doubt can remember, if you depending on how long you've been watching my channel, we have done one similar in livery, but it does have the stuff in the flap, all the details like per usual, and that awesome jug sitting right in there begging to be opened. So let's not keep it waiting, and let's not keep you waiting. We'll get this beautiful model out of the box and check it out. All right, with the model of the box, you do get the usual stand, which we'll look at when we put it in flight. You do get the little baggie that does have the tanks, some more ordnance to put on, and the gear down, gear bay doors there. All right, we'll get this lid open. Now, this is an older one. It's new for me, but and it still looks brand new in the packet, actually. I got it on eBay. It's where I get most of my sort of older models. I'm a bit late to the collecting party, so these are still brand new for me to see when I'm opening them out of the box. So I'm looking forward to checking it out as we get some poppage. So it's got the normal layout as these Hobbymaster Thunderbolts do, with the landing gear options and the really cool pilot. He does look really nice, those pilots in 1/48 scale. All right, now let us have a look at this big old jug. Now we'll zoom right in. This color scheme is not going to be everyone's kind of thing, because it is very blue and blue. But it's got some nice radial engine detail. The propeller itself doesn't spin freely, doesn't spin freely at all, but it turns freely. You can easily turn it, as you can see. There's Devastatin Deb. It's got the usual panel lines here and those big 50 cals hanging out those wings. There is a lot of firepower in the wings of these Thunderbolts. Now, there is 3 aerial markings on there. As I said, this is from March. That's prior to Bostwick getting that Messerschmitt kill, and also prior to April when Fahringer would get his 4th aerial victory. And the canopies, I don't think, they don't slide, so you can open them. There is a little bit of detail. Let's have a little look inside there. As you can see, the instrument panel there. So with these canopies, there's no open option, I don't think. So it's just you open it, put your pilot in, and then you're going to close it, because I'm pretty sure that holds for the antenna or aerial, because you're not going to be putting it there, and yeah, it'll look unsightly. So you don't get an open option with these, I don't think. Yep, nice details. Definitely really well done, as per usual. As I said, there's a fair bit of weight with this, so we'll have a little look underneath. So as you can see, there's some points there where we can put some ordnance. And of course, our landing gear options. Yeah, very cool. It's got some nice detail throughout there. Excellent. What we'll do though, yes, we'll set this up in flight, and we'll come right back and check it out. All right, here we have it set up for in-flight. Very straightforward. I would recommend putting your bomb on second, so it's easy to put that ordnance on and then your bomb, rather than the other way around, because the bombs are slightly raised, so it's a bit easier with thumb-wise. They are actually marked L and R for left and right, so they are sort of side-specific, so they've got a slight angle, I guess, to be that reasoning. As you can see, that slight angle for the bombs. So yeah, you make sure you put them in the right spot. You put your tank on, you put your gear bay doors on, of course. They are quite loose, so it wouldn't surprise me if maybe one drops out here and there. Bit of blue tack, always your friend. Now you put your tail wheel one in, like the closed doors there, and that is job done with your everything set up, tank and ordnance. Yep, put your little pilot in there, and of course the antenna on the back. If you turn this upside down a lot, the antenna will eventually sort of drop out, but I think it does set up beautifully. Yeah, pretty darn cool. I like a jug. I don't mind this particular color, but what I do mind, well, not really, because I'm not an in-flight guy, but you guys will mind the fact that is where your stand needs to go. You cannot keep that tank on because there's your stand. Stick it in there. So that's your stand. And even if you wanted to try and slip it on, you can't because it fouls on there. So for you in-flight guys, no buenos, unfortunately. That is your aircraft, though, in-flight, minus the tank. So that's just one of those things for you guys. The stand's quite nice. It's got that little embossed emblem on the, like the Hobbymaster emblem there, all nice and shiny if you like shiny things. But that does look tough as nails, definitely. Another pretty cool Hobbymaster Thunderbolt. They do look very nice and pretty straightforward to chuck the landing gear on it. Might as well quickly just do that. It shouldn't take too much, but as I do curse myself a lot when I say that, we'll quickly flick that out. Oh, Jesus, that went, I don't know what planet that one went to, but it went a long way away. So let's put the tail wheel in, which is straightforward. Bang, straight in there. We can put our little stand cover now in there. That is beautifully done. And you do get your little doors. They are marked L and R. Don't know if you can see that. So you won't muppet that up. I think that goes in like that. But hey, I can muppet anything up, really, because I have that natural skill. We'll put the main sort of landing gear parts in. Ugh. It is quite hard to do it on the camera because it's not going through that hole. So there's a little pin that you've got to insert it through. I just heard the aerial drop off because it just wanted to do that to add some fun. All right, and that is your landing gear on. We can put our tank back on. Yay. All right, and that is on the landing gear beautifully. We'll put our aerial back on. Oh, I did that. Got to straighten the hole first go. Oh, lucky shot. But that does look freaking great. Definitely a really cool looking unit. Very straightforward, as you saw, to put gear down. We'll put it on these scales and we'll show you how big and heavy our jug is. All right, well, this jug does have some weight. Oh, look at that. Over half a kilo. It is 509 grams. Definitely pretty cool. You are getting your die-cast worth with one of these models, 100%. I hope you did enjoy this beautiful model here. Don't forget, if you did, give me some of those if you found this video helpful in some sort of way, whether you like the plane or not, especially in this livery. And of course, bang, hit that subscribe button if you have yet to do that. And don't forget, drop a comment below if you've got something to say about this model that you saw today, or anything else you want to sort of throw at the channel. Now, don't forget photos at the end. Check them out if you feel like it. And I'll finish, of course, by saying thank you very much for dropping past to check out another one of our little videos. I hope you enjoyed what you saw today. All right, everyone, have a great rest of your day. Happy hunting for your next model, and have an awesome sauce rest of your day. Cheers, everyone.